Let me ask you this. So the Browns have added John Johnson. The Ravens added Kevin Zeitler, but they lost Matthew Judon. They also lost Yannick Ngakoue, another talented edge rusher. Steelers are probably going to lose J.J. Smith-Schuster. He's telling people he's probably not going to be back. Connor's not going to be back. The Bengals flip-flopped Lawson for Hendrickson. They've got some issues that they haven't addressed on the offensive line. Are the Browns kind of tightening that gap between where the Ravens were, where the Steelers were, and where they are, even more so day 2 into legalized tampering and the day 1 of the new league year?
When you say tighten the gap, are you implying that the Browns were behind them coming into free agency?
Well,
I might argue the Browns are enlarging the gap.
All right, I'll buy that. Point taken, but it's pretty significant. I mean, if you lose Matthew Judon and you lose Yannick Ngakoue from the Ravens defense, you're going to have a little bit more time to throw the football against them.
But it's why you have to do free agency. You can't only look at the plus column. You've got to balance the pluses and the minuses at the same time. And if you do think the Browns should have added more pluses, show me the minuses, right? They don't have, Terrence Mitchell, Kendall Lamb. I get it. There's going to be some guys. They are not losing guys that they really, really need to win because they can't afford to pay guys that they want to keep, right? So this is how it works. I mean, you didn't mention, also the Steelers lost a lot of guys. Bud Dupree,
yep.
Right? I mean, the Steelers are going to be very different. Like you watch, if you follow any Steelers defensive players on Twitter, they're kind of sad about some of these guys going out the door. The Steelers are not going to be as good. They restructured Ben to keep him around. Yes, the Ravens added offensive line help, but they really had a lot of guys who were part of their pass rush who they knew they weren't going to be able to keep them all. I wrote a column right before free agency started that I think the Browns have as much continuity, coaching, front office, quarterback, offensive line, keeping their good players. They are in the absolute top group in the league. They are not losing. They are not losing anybody that matters. So they are all about the plus column right now. And John Johnson's a big plus. Takk McKinley is some level of plus. And we can't forget there's not any minuses here. And almost everybody else that matters has some minuses.